Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for October 22nd. In 1836, Sam Houston became the first elected president of the Republic of Texas when provincial president David G. Burnett voluntarily stepped down. Mirabeau B. Lamar was sworn in as vice president. The inauguration had been scheduled for November, but according to Lamar's diary, Burnett was pressured into resigning by Houston's connivings. In 1861, the recently formed brigade of Brigadier General Henry H. Sibley marched west from San Antonio to assist the Confederate forces under Brigadier General William R. Scurry in claiming New Mexico and other parts of the Southwest. They won the first battle on February 21, 1862, but were defeated in final action, the Battle of Glorieta Pass, on March 28, 1862. In 1861, as well, Hood's Texas Brigade organized in Richmond, Virginia. It was initially commanded by Brigadier General Lewis T. Wigfall and included the 1st, 4th, and 5th Texas Infantry Regiments, the only Texas troops to fight in the Army of Northern Virginia. The 4th Texas Infantry was commanded by Colonel John Bell Hood. After Wigfall resigned, Hood was promoted to Brigadier General in March 1862 and took command of the brigade. Because of his leadership, the brigade became known as Hood's Texas Brigade, despite his brief service of only 6 months as commander. In November 1862, Hood was promoted to command the division in which the Texas Brigade operated. The Texans served in many crucial battles, including Second Manassas, Sharpsburg, which was Antietam, Gettysburg, and Chickamauga, where Hood was wounded and ended his official connection with the brigade. The sieges of Chattanooga and Knoxville and the Wilderness were also battles in which he was involved. Just as an aside, if you've never watched the movies, Gettysburg, which is very good, but the first one, The Killer Angels, which is the name of the book. Just as an aside, if you've never watched the movies Gods and Generals and Gettysburg, I would highly recommend them. They're really well done, and they give you a perspective, I think, from the Confederate side of things that you don't get quite often, since, history is always written by the victors, but that doesn't always mean that it's true. So I would recommend them. The books are even better. The books are called Killer Angels, Gettysburg, and The Last Full Measure, which I wish they would make a movie out of, which is like the end of the war, but and it goes to show some, I think, despicable things on the part of the North in that environment, but they're worth checking out. They're historical fictions, but they're really entertaining. All right, in 1897, baseball player Ross M. Pep Youngs was born in Shiner. Youngs began his professional baseball career with the New York Giants in 1917. In 10 years with the Giants, he batted .322 with the Giants and won four consecutive National League titles and beat the New York Yankees in 2 World Series. Wow. His career ended at age 29 due to Bright's disease, but he died in San Antonio in 1927. Youngs is a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. And finally, in 1914, Nina W. Vance was born in Yoakum. She earned a bachelor's degree in theater arts from TCU and did graduate work at Columbia University and USC. In 1947, Vance opened the Alley Theater in Houston in a studio with 85 seats, but it later relocated to a converted factory. Vance directed more than 100 plays at the Alley. The Alley Theater had become one of the most prestigious nonprofit resident theaters in the United States. Vance died in 1980 and is buried in Gonzales. The theater was renamed the Nina Vance Alley Theater after her death. And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for October 22nd. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.